Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here, and final call to come to the class, and we're gonna have a great class tomorrow. So Sprague starts us off 339.9. We're gonna see a theme today of just bad photos. This is bad photos. This is the first floor when you first walk in the front door. That's the door to your furnace room. That's your front closet. That's the door to the garage. So you can use this room. It's not as wide as it looks in the photo, but some people use it as an exercise room or a small office or even a very tiny family room, almost like a little man cave. Kitchen's okay. I mean, it's a little bit plain to me. Got to put those toilet seats down. We're going to say it a couple times today, and it's basically an empty place. A little bit hard to sell when it's empty. It's the 3-bedroom version. It's 1,357 square feet. 339. We have seen models sell for this. I don't think this one will. I think the 2-car parking is a good thing, but it just doesn't have that zip that a lot of the ones that are selling higher typically have. Edwards, definitely a strong contender for Chuck pick of the day. We got some good townhouses today, and so this one is about 1,380 square feet. It's called a Croftside, and very, very desirable, nice. The only thing about the fireplace in here is that it comes out and it cuts off the ability to put a couch on this side. A lot of people put their TV on this side and then they expect a couch and a couch there. So you just have to play with it a bit and maybe not have as much sitting space. Kitchen looks good. Everything's set in this one. Nice pride of ownership. And you've got a good finished basement here. I'm thinking this is where it ducks around the corner, and you could have even a little extra room here, kids' playroom, office, whatever else. But it looks like a very well done finished basement, and you've got some great stuff happening in the yard too. It looks like the neighbor is growing a beast of a plant right here, but it gives you nice privacy. And all in all, this one definitely passes for sure. I wouldn't be surprised in the right conditions, and we're in a little bit of a different market. I've been talking about that this week, but that one could even sell for a little over asking. It's a really nice one. It compares very well to what else is sold. Kavanaugh doesn't have any pictures, 376.5. I just don't know much about this one. I'm looking at the measurements for the rooms, and I can't even figure out which model it is based on that. It has 2 full bathrooms upstairs. That's all I know. Finney is a very, very good deal here on 384.9, and it's a Hills view. It's not the end Hills view. It's the inside Hills view, and typically the end units, if they're really nice inside, they are going for around 4. So this, you get a bit of a discount here if you don't mind being attached on both sides. Hardwood floors. You've got nice colors in the kitchen. Just a good move-in ready home with a bit of landscaping in the back. A nice little place to hang out. Top to bottom, move-in ready, 384.9. So it's definitely, comparing to what else is sold in the past, good stuff. We got this one on Rule here, and that fence is typically when you're right at the end of the street, so that'd be something to consider too, is the location on Rule of this one. 499. It's not far from the new, like a lot of the new building that's happening on the other side of Bronte, but it's basically one big room here, and then you've got again a vacant home. A little bit hard to shoot. You got to open those blinds up, and if they left the carpet down here, it'd be a nice thing, because it's great for the kids just to hang out down there if you do happen to have kids. Double car garage here. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's beside a busier road, but it does perhaps have an extra wide lot. So anyways, kitchen looks good. That might be a granite. Looks like it's got a beveled edge there and some upgrades. So historically speaking, this model has definitely sold plus and minus around the 500, so they're probably not that far off there. Silver Court, 509. It's about 2,100 square feet. Again, crappy photos. Take the crap off the counter. It's sloppy, you know. So the upgraded pantry just on the side here, cabinet depth, fridge. Come on, you can't put that on the MLS. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, open toilet. I mean, whatever. But 509, I just don't see anything magic about this one. I just don't think it's going to go very far. Think about the one on Ferguson that's around the same size at 479. I'd take that in a heartbeat over that. Now this one on Eager, it is a single car garage, although it is a bit wider. If you look, there's 5 panels. Typically there's 4 panels for a single car garage. 2-car parking in the driveway, which some people, that's all that matters, is they're not switching their cars around very much. All sort of like a stippled concrete there. You've got it looks like a distressed look on the cabinets. Long living dining here. And then you've got your bedrooms, hardwood floors, lots of money spent in here. The furniture looks a little big for the space in here. I wouldn't guess it was 2,200 square feet, but that's what they say in the description, with a pie-shaped lot. So they might. I mean, it's one of those things. It's kind of a unique home. So there's things here. It'll be interesting to watch this one. I think once you start getting to the 539, you have a ton of options for double car garage in the mid 550s right now. It's really sort of cluttered up in that range. Now London is at 689. It's about a 3,300 square foot home. Really nice floor plan. It's called the Livingston. So if you type in Google Arista Livingston, you'll find the floor plan on this one. They've got all of the caverns set up, I guess, for your appliances. My own belief is that you got to put your appliances in. Someone's writing you a check, or you want them to, for nearly $700,000, and they got to buy appliances after. It's crazy, but the staircase is nice. You've got a nice high ceiling in the family room, and pretty nice layout. Off the kitchen, you've got a little desk set up, so there's some nice homework that the kids can do and everything else. That's your third-story loft. So this is one of the few homes in Milton that actually has 3 stories of actual usable space. It's a great spot for a home office, and what I say to people sometimes is that it's like having a finished basement at the top of the house. The kids can go nuts up there, have a video game room, whatever you need. Nanny suites would be another common use for that area. So iron picket's nice. They put some upgrades in. There was the same model as this that had a beautiful view of the escarpment backed onto green space, but was not as nice in terms of upgrades as this one that sold around 660 or something like that, maybe 3 or 4 months ago. So just to give some perspective on that, it's getting hard in this price range. It's starting to dry up a little bit, but I think that they do have some neat stuff with that home. Ultimately, I think the lot becomes a very important thing when we're looking at the higher price ranges, getting close to 7 and beyond. Now this one on Wetlaufer, one of my favorite models, called the Wild Rose, 3,200 square feet, pot lights, hardwood floors, some nice upgrades in here. I don't know that I see the 120,000 in upgrades that they talked about. That's the main floor. Technically it's a living room, but it's a great place for an office because you can close it right off, and there's another room above there that's almost like a little bit of a den upstairs. So it backs onto green space. A really nice version of this home should sell around 7 or so, and then you've got the green space behind. So they're not that far off, I don't think, on the price. I'm rooting for these guys. Wetlaufer here. This is my favorite model that Madame builds. Now, I like the one before this one, the Wild Rose, but the red cedar, to me, amazing. I love the floor plan on this one. If you look that up, Madame Red Cedar, you can probably find that one on Google too. $789. Lots of nice upgrades in here too. You've got the counters. It looks almost like a quartz or something like that, and you've well appointed. But the neat thing about this layout is you've got this little turret style area, and on the main floor it's your breakfast area. On the top floor it's a little sitting area for your master bedroom, and it's got such a neat flow to it, and I'm a huge fan. You can kind of see it through here. That's your little rotunda right there, your little round spot. Really nice stuff. I like the fact it has the balcony off of here. And Wetlaufer has some really good homes, so you're surrounded by some nice properties as well. So all in all, that one certainly looks nice. If you add that stuff up, you can't even touch it from the builder at that price. So Cedar Trail, $899. It's the last listing. It is a triple car garage, and I talk about how pictures sometimes have to tell the story of the house. And so introducing the garage at this stage is a nice thing, because in the country, that's one of the things people definitely look for. And oftentimes you've got to park a mower in one of the spots because you've got almost 2 acres of land here. So nice patterned concrete here. Spent a lot of money on the outside inside of this home, and the kitchen's been reasonably renovated. There's, I mean, pot lights, looks like somebody just sort of threw them out and they just stuck to the ceiling. There's a ton of them. Yeah, it looks like a nice open concept floor plan. A bit of bling here, a bit of tiling and tumbled marble and stuff like that. Nice, you know, that is not cheap to do that much pattern concrete. And you've got a decent sized bungalow. You get a nice sized piece of land. So whether it's a retirement home or it's an actual family home, a lot of good stuff. There's still 4 bedrooms on this one. Triple garage, $899. You think about some of the stuff in Milton. Can you get all of that? No, not really. And it's between Moffat and Brookfield. It's basically just west of Guelph Line, around 15 Side Road. I believe Brookfield has the school district on this one, which they have a fantastic reputation if you have school-age kids. So that's the list for today. So if you have any questions, give us a call, and if you're coming to town, join us for tour homes or join us for the world-famous Milton buyer class. See you later.